Good luck to all involved. The match is starting now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go, boys. I feel like we need a battle mix for this, right, chat? We need a battle mix for this. I got just the stuff. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sun City, it does look like Chocolate Paladins will take the attack first. PG will take the hard defense. One thing I noticed is I definitely got a little slow with the camera, so we're going to go nice and slow with that for you guys. You got Ball Boys in the mix. You got Falcos in the mix. You got a triple set of Cav in the mix. Interesting unit compositions all around here. As I look across my screen, I have a big-ass screen. I'm not gonna put it on a fucking TV right now. Onami with this Tenant Farmer's big cog. We have Watson coming with some white units as well for fillers. Should be an interesting matchup, boys and gentlemen. Should be an interesting matchup. Just want to make sure the music's not too loud. +1 if the music's good. Obviously, you see that in a minute or two. Nice loadout so far. Halp Sergeant's also in the mix. I never was a fan of Halp Sergeants, but we'll have to see. I do love Sun City, though. This is Old Ming Yang, ladies and gentlemen. Old Ming Yang. Akumo start with Reapers. They're going for a wall hold here. Interesting. Just 2 football teams. Your mind must be elsewhere. I see, I see. 51k points on the line for Chocolate Paladins and 131k points on the line this match for Pongard. Good luck to both teams. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, let me slow down the camera real quick. I'm going to zoom out nice and far for everyone to see. Looks like it's going to be a hard B rush right off the bat. It's going to be a B-side rush and a tab right rush for Chocolate Paladins, diverting the pressure. It does look like Pongard is instantly set up for it. Hard rush tactics in play. Tab right being pressured by Pongard as well. Does not look like Chocolate Paladins is responding just yet. Both teams getting ready for a good matchup. If you look I'm looking at my corner right now. Looks like 5 heroes on the tab right mid wall right now for Pongard, with 3 heroes pushing for Chocolate Paladins. And on B-side wall, you have a light rush happening as well. Treb's already going off. This match is already off to a hot startup, ladies and gentlemen. A hot startup indeed. Let me go back in. It's not letting me go down, question mark. There we go. So as we go in, ladies and gentlemen, B-side is definitely the play here. It looks like Tab Right's being lightly pressured as well. Looks like Pongard is going for a hard B-side hold. Sig does take down Tau instantly as well. It also looks like Gilcho takes down Blake. 2 down right now for Chocolate Paladins off the start on Tab Right's side. Onami getting killed by takedown as well. Pongard taking 3 hero kills right off the bat. Naxxmas also wiping out Pringles. 4 down right now for Chocolate Paladins. It does look like Chocolate Paladins is getting heavily wiped on A side right now. A side's being heavily defeated. It does look like B side is getting pushed up as well. The ladder rush was not the play. While pressuring the ladders, they do land towers decisively, which is expected. With no Ardian placement, though, I must be thinking to myself that, you know, I would have just waited for towers instead of rushing walls. There's no point in rushing walls when you don't have any Ardi they can place. They really can't anti your towers. As we look for the rush right now, you can see B-side tower still kind of the play right here. Take down Mr. Billy D and General Yuki hitting, kind of watching the tab right side on A side. It does look like Chocolate Paladins is still masked up here pretty much on B-side wall, looking for that B-side play, roll on the ground, looking for an opportunity to make something happen, but just can't really seem to get it done. Let's actually look at his unit right now. Yeah, Roll actually has triple caps, so he's just working on the ground, looking for a play. Chocolate Paladins is pretty confident in their A and B take, considering they have two or three plays with a straight cav. We'll have to see where it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where it goes. B-side tower, tab left mid tower tab left mid tower goes down. It does look like Chocolate Pongard is able to anti that tower decisively, which is a bit of a surprise. They couldn't have just worked if Chocolate Paladins had worked their Artie there, which they clearly have. They would have been able to land that tower with decisiveness. Instead, both towers on A side won't land, and they're now forced to work on one tower, giving Chocolate Paladins the actual advantage here. Giving Pongard here the actual advantage here, because Chocolate Paladins is now forced to pretty much tunnel through one tower in a really tight corridor against heavy units, just kind of decisively vibing there, just chilling and doing their thing. I'm going to go in for a closer look here on this tower, since this is going to be where the core of the action is. It does look like they got ball boys throwing right away, gun shooting as well, javelins going as well for Pongard right now. Chocolate Paladins, ignoring that Treb, is going to decide to push here and make a play, giving no time here for Pongard to breathe, not letting Pongard get the opportunity to start sniping them off the tower and take them down here. Chaka Paladins is flooding in. They are not taking no for an answer. They are not willing to give up this fight. Junie Bug making a smart play, rushing ladders, and Tab right side solo, capping A, forcing Pongard to have to respond to at least one guy. It looks like 3 guys are now running back for Junie, giving Chaka Paladins some breathing room. Is it enough, though, ladies and gentlemen? Is it enough? It's just not. Chaka Paladins is really kind of tunneling into this tower at this point. A lot of units being wasted at this point in time. A lot of struggling happening right now. Kumo taking out Jason West. Chaka Paladins is taking a lot of deaths here. It does look like 3 are down for Pongard as well. 4 and 3 on both sides. 5 dead for Chaka Paladins with 3 dead only for Pongard. Pongard still has the advantage here, holding an A and B well decisively. Chaka Paladins is really kind of using a shit ton of units here, really committing to this tower. Junie Bug solo on Ted right side. Tao looking for an opportunity, doesn't really have any. But you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, Chaka Paladins has 2 guys with straight cav only, which means they're putting themselves in a 13v15 situation on the walls right off the bat. Onami getting focused down here by Pongard. Pongard really staying in these clumps, these death balls, making sure that they have hero advantage at all times here. Chaka Paladins pretty much pushed off the tower decisively. Almost all of Chaka Paladins is dead, at least half of them. Excuse me, a little bit less than half of them. About 6 of them, 7 of them. It does look like Chaka Paladins and Pongard are going to fight a little bit over B, but Chaka Paladins is not really here. Ripcats and Roll looking for an opportunity here, but it's just not enough. Pongard's all over them, as you guys can see. There's just not much they can do. Roll and Ripcats are very talented DMers and definitely know how to use their class to their advantage to buy some time. So while Roll and Ripcats have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys tied up on B side, it's going to be on the rest of Chaka Paladins to kind of see an opportunity and make a play here so that Ripcats and Roll sacrifice is not in vain. But with Tao only having straight cav and another player, I think it's actually Roll, so actually they're okay there. It doesn't look like Chaka Paladins really has a push just yet. They have 1 guy on tab right mid, but that tower's still not dropped. That's really the ideal tower for A to death ball. Otherwise, you're going to be caught between 2 different sides here. If they land tab right mid tower, they're able to push with watching only 1 angle. Instead, they're going on this 2-front war, and the clear does not win the 2-front war. Chaka Paladins is just committed to this at this point. They're just not willing to give up on this B-side strat. They do get B towers up decisively this time, but they're putting themselves in a sandwich situation again, with the guys on A side able to kind of come in and close the gap. Junie Bug kind of left behind there by himself. It does look like Chaka Paladins is saying fuck it, and they're just going to push straight to B here, ignoring what's behind them. Hopefully they leave enough behind to actually hold the line while also being able to push the front. A 2-front war is a very challenging situation. It does look like Red Blood Brave is in the city right now with some cav, making a play there. This B-side tower does really seem to be the play here. It's tough right now. It's very tough. We'll have to see where it goes. OG Fnatic going down to Seeking Asymmetry. Very good combo right there by those 2 Pike players. Watson just doing longbow things, harassing. One of the very few longbows in the game that are actually really good. Also, Pongard is getting trebbed on Treb. The Trebs are definitely there. Is it enough, though? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. Watson taking down Matt. It does look like Pongard is really the step on this tower. But Chaka Paladins, again, is also on that tower, seeing that they just don't want to give that shit up. Only 600 units on the field right now for Chaka Paladins to Pongard's 901. Unit advantage and hero advantage is definitely currently... Actually, hero advantage is even, but unit advantage is definitely still on Pongard's side here pretty decisively. 6 trebs currently fired by Chaka Paladins only. It means they still have 9 trebs left, and this is the time to be using them. Everyone should be using their trebs, especially when they were clumped up on the wall. And that's when you want to treb them the most. On the ground, I mean, this map's pretty trebbable all around, but I mean, Pongard's really kind of committing a lot of units here and a lot of opportunity to kind of things. Tao taking down Deal for Life on the ground. Tao doing Tao things, realizing they're going to do some NASCAR cap in the city. Roll, Ripcats, and looks like Tao on the ground are just causing a menace at B side. Pongard just decisively holding A, really not wanting to give that. Akumo and Siki kind of looking lonely on B. It does look like Chaka Paladins realizes the gate is the play. They might have the wall advantage, but Chaka Paladins definitely has them on the ground and is using that to their advantage. Another Treb going off on B side. Two Nice kind of walking into that accidentally. Not doing enough damage to him, but I'm sure that wasn't a pleasant experience for Two Nice there. Mid-Gay also taking a hit. Mid-Gay taking a hit there as well. I apologize. I booked his name like 3 times already. Pongard realizing the situation is dire on B. Rotates half their team over. Sorry about that. Hope click the button. Rotates their team over. Treb's still going off here for Chaka Paladins. The Trebs they are really trying to Treb now. They are realizing that those Trebs need to be used to their advantage. Otherwise, they're going to be in a tough situation. Roll going down. It does look like Yuki will take him down on the staircase as a dual blade. Interesting play right there. I'm not really sure if that's allowed. It does look like Pongard kind of has this in the bag at this point in time. Minute 58 on the clock. A and B are not touched. Chaka Paladins realizing B is now no longer the play, is making a desperate attempt to now touch A. B is not trying to be desperate attempt to touch A. A lot of their heroes on the ground realizing probably they're out of infantry, that maybe they overcommitted too much cav, thinking A and B would be easy takes, but Pawn was not willing to give those. Takedown going down there by Junie, Ripcats, and Matt all over him. Takedown's not going to live that. Sig is by himself now in a 4v1, 5v1 scenario. Sig is down. Does Chocolate Paladin salve the situation and take A here? There are currently Reapers for Pawn fighting on A. Hopefully Rapid desperately making an attempt. Cav's sitting outside ready to go for C. Chocolate Paladins needs to hold the line and take A core, or it will be over for them. We'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see here. 50k points on the line for Chocolate Paladins. A lot of gambling going on right now, and it does look like Pawn is not going to be able to take it back. It does look like Chocolate Paladins is going to stop them. The minute on the clock, it's still winnable for Chocolate Paladins here on A. The Reapers are retreating. Chocolate Paladins has hero advantage here. They have units and Vals as well. Pine going on Pike, Pollock's going as well. Red the Brave and Dealer and Sledge all trying to make a play here to tank it out and stop them from A. A is the only hope they have at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-game, Pringles and Ripcats trying to flank from the side. 48 seconds on the clock. Chocolate Paladins has finally gotten their shit together. Pawn realizing this is now diving onto the point, committing. They call for a full commit here. It does look like Seeking and Dealer will jump on point with Akumo, try to stop him here, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough here for Chocolate Paladins to take A. Pawn does get all their units on it, does body block it. It's very much in the bag at this point in time for Pawn but Dallas coming in as well. I'm so sorry, but they need to drop it. The Trebs are too late. 2 Trebs left up for them. They only have 2 Trebs left, and it's just not going to be enough for Chocolate Paladins. They committed too much to that B-side tower, and even with all those units retreating, this is not enough time on the clock. At this point in time, Pawn does decisively take the dub here for the first fight of the day versus Chocolate Paladins. Very tough situation there for Chocolate Paladins. They really fought hard. They really need to land this tab right mid-tower, which they did not, and it cost them severely, especially between B and tab left mid. Nice try, nice try. Pawn does walk away with a hard dub there. Very decisive dub for the Pawn They're holding A and B on Sun City. So if we look at the board real quick, ladies and gentlemen, post-battle analysis. Let's take a look at post-battle analysis real quick. So as you can see, I mean, look at this, dude. Look how much they committed here. There was a massive commit here on this B-side tower. They rushed the walls. They lose the wall. Chocolate Paladins does unfortunately lose the wall rush decisively here. Pawn really just had a good setup on the walls, ignoring the traps, just really committing to these walls. They do not want to fight on the ground. They want to play infantry. They realize that Chocolate Paladins is a straight Cav team. They really like Cav. A lot of top-tier Cav players on Chocolate Paladins' team. And they relied on their Cav players to kind of get the job done once they took A and B. They thought A and B would go down pretty quickly here, and it just did not. Chocolate Paladins definitely need to revise their strat real quick before this next one. Otherwise, Pawn going to do some damage again. I mean, maybe now that Pawn on the attack, maybe Chocolate Paladins will have a different strategy. But we'll have to see here. We'll have to see. Very tough fight for Chocolate Paladins. I think they committed way too much to the B-side tower. They really needed to land tab right mid-tower, and the fact that they didn't means they were fighting a 2-front war the entire time, even with NASCAR Cav in the city. Very nice try by Chocolate Paladins, but PG definitely is a very strong team. The MVP for PG is Too Nice, followed up by Pine. Too Nice definitely was gaming, 7 hero kills, 90 troop kills, definitely did his job, followed quickly by Pine, Asentry, and Siki. Really all playing well as well. Sig taking 4 heroes with him as well, playing all those support specialty units. Does take a bunch of heroes with him as well. Looks like pretty much all over Pawn they had this hero kills on hero kills. No one really taking too many L's for Pawn there. On Chocolate Paladins, I'd roll walking with MVP, really trying his best. Jason was following up shortly behind him along with Pringles. Unfortunately, it does look like they had struggling a little bit more with heroes. The hero kills definitely were different here. It was a very challenging situation for Chocolate Paladins. I don't think they were expecting such an A and B hard defense. It's very uncommon to see such a great defense on Sun City on the walls, especially with Mao Yang no longer in the picture. A lot of people don't have experience on this wall unless you're an OG player. And of course, PG has their shot caller Maximus, who's also a very good friend of mine, and he has plenty of experience on Mao Yang Sun City cities. And I forget who the shot caller is for. I think it might be Blake. I'm not sure for Chocolate Paladins, but not as much experience on Mao Yang maps. Very tough situation, very tough fight. Overall, good fight, though. Let's see what the next one has for us. Looks like Pawn will be on the attack on this next fight, and Chocolate Paladins